Hey guys, so I am back for a book recommendations video. My honey, my future significant other, asked me to film this because he was looking for book recommendations for books that are about couples. So I'm just gonna get into it. Most of these, I will just disclaimer, are written by female authors and are that I have in my collection and are 95, I want to say, percent of them are probably contemporary romance. There's only 2 classics out of this whole thing, but I would say probably most of them are contemporary romances, in my opinion. So the first book I have is recommend. This is kind of a Pride and Prejudice modern retelling, but it is a Bridget Jones diary, and this is about Bridget Jones and that she has to pick between 2 different guys and how she handles that situation, and just kind of like, I guess, the difficulties between choosing, does she like the does she like, the Mr. Darcy, or does she like the other guy in the film, or in the book, excuse me, and so it's just about like her choices, and so I think this is it's a very short read, but it is very well written and well done, and I enjoy it. Yeah. So there's one book recommendation for you. It's a Bridget Jones diary, and this is just by Helen Fielding is the author. Then this is another modern retelling of the 2 classics that I'm gonna mention next, but this is Emma of 83rd Street, and this is about Emma, the Upper East Sider, Emma Woodhouse, who lived 23 years in a little distressed or vex her that is until her sister's marriage and subsequent move downtown. So when her meets Nadian, worldwide owl transplant on a heart of gold drugstore blonde highlights. She match Emma, see not the potential new friend, but a new project. This is just kind of about like matchmaking, and getting your friends to date somebody that you think that they should be with. So this is more of like it's a contemporary romance, so it is about relationships, but it's more about the matchmaking friends matching their friends up with another guy, like the matchmaking process. So then out of the 2 classics that I was comparing those 2 books to are as I said, Bridget Jones' Diary is compared to the Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and this is about her, or Elizabeth Bennet wanting to follow her love life and not following what her parents want, and asking her dad's permission to marry Mr. Darcy because she's in love with him. So it's just about the old English days where they used to have arranged marriages and stuff like that, of that sort. So that's kind of how you can compare these two books. This is like a modern retelling of this, but both really great books. And then this is Emma by Jane Austen, and like I said, you can compare it to, I think, best to Emma of 83rd Street, because they're both matchmakers, and they this is about Emma Woodhouse and how she matchmakes all of her friends with guys that she thinks are going to be long-term relationships. I think only one in this whole book does not work out, but she's pretty good at the matchmaking aspect. So, seems that she knows her friends pretty well in this book. But another really enjoyable read. Now I'm gonna get into the, I did Bridget Stone's diary, and I did, yeah, you get it. So the next book is, most of these next ones I'm gonna mention are, Emily Henry books next. So the next book is Beach Read by Emily Henry, and this is about August Everett and the August Everett is acclaimed author, literary fiction, January. Andrews writes best-selling romances. When she pens a happily ever after, he kills off his entire cast. So this is about two writers that are living in neighboring beach houses next to each other for the summer, and how they deal with their writer's block. So they call this a contemporary romance because both writers, in this book are kind of seeing each other, shall we say. So, and it's just talking about like how they deal with their writer's block. So I really enjoyed this book. I feel like it's really well written, and Emily Henry just does an amazing job with her writing. And the next book is People We Meet on Vacation, by Emily Henry, and this is about Poppy and Alex. And Poppy and Alex they have nothing in common with each other. She's wild, and he wears khakis, and it's just kind of about their differences and the just about like their life in New York City, the and how they, the summer decade, they have a glorious week vacation together until the two of them, when ruined everything, they haven't spoken since. So it's kind of about their relationship and how they keep, I guess you could say, sort of, you get the sense in this book that they have not the best relationship, and that they keep spending more of their time breaking up with each other than being together. Poppy's everything she wants. She's stuck in a rut, and when she asks, she knows without doubt that she is a little fated final trip with Alex, who has decided to convince her best friend to take one more vacation together. So, yeah, that's another recommendation. And then the next book is another Emily Henry book, and this is Happy Place by Emily Henry, and this is Harry and Wayne and how they've been like the perfect couple since they met in college, and it's like salt, pepper, honey tea, lobster rolls, except now the reason they're not discussing, they've been broken up for 5 months, but they have not told their friends. Is it? Yeah, I'm probably getting these two confused. So this one is about this one is about a couple that's hiding their relationship from their friends that they have broken up. And this one is about two couples that go on one last vacation together. So, correction. But they're both really great books, so. And then the next book is Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and this is about two sisters and like their relationship between books and how they look at writing and all that. And the so granted, this is not about a couple, but it's about a sister relationship. You're a different type of relationship, a family relationship. So probably still another good one to read, I think, anyways, because it has a different take on relationships compared to, your couple type relationship. But this one is just very well written, and I think it's just really enjoyable. So yeah, and then the next book is The Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I don't actually have a physical copy of this book, but The Funny Place is about Daphne and how she gets left at the altar, and the like heartbreak, basically the theme of this book is like heartbreak and unexpected friendship that comes out of it. So very well written. That's about Peter and Daphne. And Daphne's fiance was Peter, and he's the one who leaves her at the altar, and she moves in with Petra, the woman that Peter had left her for. So that gets a little awkward for any female. I would think that would be awkward. But yeah. And then the next book is about Margaret and Alice and Hayden, and Margaret gives Alice. Yeah. So this book is A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and this book is, the key themes in this book are like ambition, love, family secrets, stuff like that. And yeah. And then the next book I recommend is Say You Will Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and I'll insert a picture here. But this book is about a couple, and they Xavier, the guy, is a veterinarian, and Samantha, the female, has a cat, and she takes her cat to the vet, and they fall in love, and then it's just basically about their long distance relationship, that they, and how they deal with it, and how eventually in the end of the book they end up together. So yeah. So that is, oh, and then I have the next book is another Abby Jimenez book, and this is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and this is when Emma is cursed to every guy she dates and finds that after they break up, but turns out that she's not the only one afflicted with this condition. She meets this guy Justin, who is he's on Reddit thread and begins as being a good luck charm. He goes viral, and the two of them have an ingenious plan to start dating each other so they can cancel out each other's bad relationship curses. And it just talks about basically Emma's mother, like how toxic she is and stuff like that. So, but I think this is a very well written book, and it's very enjoyable, shall we say. Yeah, that is basically it for my book recommendations. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments of videos I should do, please do comment down below or on my Facebook page. And I do hope, Tom, that you check some of these books out, maybe. As I said, one of them's not really, Book Lovers isn't really about couples, it's more about sisters, but you might still enjoy it. And then all the other ones are about couples. But yeah, that is it.